Hi, I'm Jordan the Nerd of Gold, and today is day 23 out of 52 of me trying to answer at least 52 questions about DC Comics as I count down to my birthday. Help me get to 1,000 followers before that point. And yeah, I'm going to answer this question right here about the Multiversity. Is it worth a read? What's the deal with it? Okay, so the Multiversity, as a basic synopsis for those of you who don't know, is a project by Grant Morrison. Grant Morrison being one of the biggest and most popular writers over at DC Comics since he debuted in the late 80s with Batman, Arkham, a Serious House on a Serious Earth, Animal Man, Doom Patrol, Justice, JLA, then his legendary Batman run, and then, yeah, eventually Final Crisis, and then the Multiversity. The Multiversity acts as a sequel to Final Crisis in that it finally explores the 52 worlds that were set up at the end of Final Crisis. We get to explore it, and it's kind of an exploration. It's a meta text on DC Comics, both as a history and as a company, and it's just a brilliant story, I would say, overall. But is it worth it if you haven't read any other Grant Morrison comics? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure it is your best entry into Grant Morrison comics if you haven't read them before. I would highly recommend that you read, at the very least, All-Star Superman and Final Crisis before trying to jump into the Multiversity, because I think those are two of the stories that would help prime you for being in the right mindset of what the Multiversity is trying to do. I would also say JLA is incredibly worth it. All of Grant Morrison's stories at DC Comics rule. They are fantastic. Go read Grant Morrison DC Comics. They are great. But yeah, if you're just coming into Multiversity, you're interested in DC's multiverse, but you've never read Grant Morrison, I don't know if it's a good first entry for that point. It is really cool. I think it's a great story, but I do recommend that you read some other Grant Morrison work before you read the Multiversity. That is my recommendation there. But yeah, I think it's an absolutely worthwhile story. I loved it. I bought every issue as it was coming out. I went on a trip with some friends, and I made sure to have every single issue with me in case I got bored on that trip and I could read the issues there. The Multiversity map that's in there, and everybody on YouTube or TikTok shows a map of DC's multiverse. The Multiversity is the story where they got that. And that map isn't just a map. Like, it's part of an issue, and there's a story going along in the issue as it gives you, like, guidebook entries. It's so good. It's so smart. It's brilliant storytelling, and you should absolutely read it. But I definitely recommend other Grant Morrison stories first before reading this. I know I'm repeating myself at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. Have a good one.